Hello, everybody. No, you did not read the title wrong. Bob is on my island. And he's actually not the only new villager that I have on my island. I'll be so honest with you. I've been doing a lot of villager hunting off camera. And by off camera and by villager hunting, I mean that practically the entire list of villagers that I have has changed. I'm planning on giving an island update soon just because I've been doing a lot of like pre-recording just because of scheduling and my job and all this crap. But basically all you have to know for this video, for the context of this, is that Bob is here now and we're designing his yard. And I guess it's not really a surprise because you can see them in the background, but Antonio is here and Eugene is also here. I found them on villager hunts. So at the end of my last video where I hit 3 stars, I was kind of gunning for Drift to leave. And he didn't. He didn't when I was recording, but obviously as soon as I stopped recording, there was the thought bubble. He asked to leave. So I was like, I'll do a tiny little hunt. And I found Eugene. I found Eugene in like 2 tickets. And I was like, oh my God, like he kind of looks like a local. So I took him. And then Antonio, the timeline kind of gets fuzzy here. I think Antonio was Plucky's replacement. And there's also 2 other new villagers. It's whiplash. It's whiplash. I won't lie. I've time skipped a little bit and, you know, people had thought bubbles, so I let them leave. And I think I have 2 more villagers that I need to hunt for. And I'm going to do those on camera. So trust me, not all is lost. Like I'm going to do some villager hunting. I just was like, I don't know, something came over me. But Bob. Okay, so you can see around you that practically like a good part of the entrance is built up. I did film them and I didn't film them. You guys know that when I do my entrances, they are bound to change within a week's time. It never stays the same. And that's kind of on purpose. I always do the entrance knowing that it's going to change and that eventually I will find a layout that I like. I will have an idea that I execute well, and then it kind of just goes from there. So I knew it was going to change, and I'm planning on doing an island update in the future, sometime in the future. I believe I have like 2 or 3 more builds that I need to share with you guys, and then we'll get into the developments that have happened, because trust me, there's been a lot. I've been doing a lot of speed builds lately just because, oh my God. So just because I dropped my microphone and I thought it died. I thought she was dead, but then I resuscitated her somehow, which is why I can record this for you. So I mean, like, she's alive. And that's why I can finally put a video out, because I mean, without a microphone, it would be a silent film. And that's not the kind of content I'm trying to put out. So she's good. We're back. Another little bit of housekeeping. Guys, we hit 2,000 subscribers like over the past week. What the hell? Thank you so much. I honestly I'm at a loss for words. I did not think when I started this channel a couple months ago that, you know, people would actually like my videos and watch my videos. Like, you guys have floored me. It's truly been so much fun. So thank you. Thank you for putting up with me and my lack of, what's a good way to word it? Like continuity in my videos. I struggle with that. I struggle with that a little bit. I didn't think when I started a channel that it would be this hard. And I mean, like, not hard, but the way that I play the game is very sporadic. It's very all over the place. Which is difficult to put in to the context of one video. You know what I mean? Especially the builds. So I've been practicing. We're working on it. Like, it's only been a couple of months since I started it. It's not going to be perfect, and I definitely have to remind myself of that. But anyways, thank you guys so much. Truly. Okay, let's talk about the build, because we're well ways in, and I haven't said anything about it. So I had the idea to do a yard sale, and that was kind of like when I'd finally built up my entrance a little bit, and I'd kind of gotten the vibe I wanted. But there was no one on my island that I wanted to build a yard sale for. It was kind of like, who would run a yard sale? I didn't want to go too hard with Stitches. Obviously he was on the island, but I mean, I wasn't going to keep him. So not that it would be a waste, but I'm like, I don't want to build a yard sale for this man. He's not going to stay. And I knew I wanted to just be a lazy villager. And then I was like, you know what? I'd never mentioned him before, but Bob has always been one of my favorite villagers. He's just hilarious. He's hilarious. He's an OG. I mean, how could you not love him? So immediately I knew, I was like, it has to be Bob. And don't get me wrong, I am still looking for coal. And let me tell you, all of these villager hunts that I did off camera, I was so confident. I was so confident that I was not going to find coal. And I was right. Because I want to find coal on camera. I want to be with you guys. I need everyone to bear witness to my triumph, my multiple months long journey of trying to find this man and get him on one of my islands. It's diabolical. He's hiding from me. I'm going to put out a search warrant if I don't find him within the next couple of months, because it's insane. It's insane at this point. It's insane. I've had multiple people DM me on Instagram being like, I found Cole, I took him. And I'm like, well, can you send me a photo so that I can frame it? I can build this man a shrine and summon him home. It's ridiculous. But on these villager hunts, I did not find him. So don't even worry about that. And honestly, I want to do a villager hunt. I'm going to do a villager hunt. We're going to find Cole. It's going to be nice and dandy. But let's just segue back to Bob's house. I wanted to build Bob a yard sale. I wanted to do a nice little lazy yard sale. All of the codes that you see on the ground are by Crystal Cat. She makes the best cardboard codes, honestly, and she has so much selection. So if you're ever looking for a cardboard code, I mean, you know where to find them. And basically, I wanted to also do a yard sale, not because it's cute and it's fun and it's a great idea, but also because I had a lot of miscellaneous items in my storage that I promptly had to clear out because my storage is getting so full and I'm trying to pay off all of my loans myself and not use treasure islands. Have I stuck to that? I would say that I have. I'm doing a pretty good job of not going to treasure islands. I will say that I did send myself a couple of things from Gusta, just stuff that I knew I was going to use. But other than that, I was running out of money. So therefore I was running out of storage and I need to clear out all of the small items, the miscellaneous items. So I'm like, you know what? I think a yard sale would be perfect because it can fit into one theme, one build, but it doesn't all have to match because I want it to look like Bob is unloading all this crap from his house and selling it in a yard. Hence the word yard sale. I also have that cute little yard sale code on the sign, which I think is super cute. I thought because, okay, I don't know if you can see it, but to the left of Bob's house is kind of a parquet area. It has that picnic table. And so I was thinking okay, Bob lives on the main road, which is actually a real main road from the town, which I'm basing this island off of, the small town where I grew up. And it's kind of real. There are houses along this main road and then there's a bunch of parquets that line the beach. So I was like, you know what? If Bob lives by the beach, he could be a businessman and be like, I can sell all my stuff to these people that are going to the beach. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, the yard sale sign is super cute. I will, you know what? I'll say that I'll link it in the description. But I've been doing a bad job of keeping track of all my codes. And I did this build a couple of weeks ago, and I can already see just from when I scroll through my codes that so many of them have changed. So I think within a month's time, I will have a comprehensive list of all of my codes for you guys. But just because they're changing so much, and, I'll put in a new code and then I'll find a better code and I'll do that 12 times. And it's just too much to keep track of. Like, I need to have my strong set list of codes, and then I'll make a nice little list, because it's going to keep changing until I find something that I like. But I will say that this road is by Colin Crossing, which I mentioned in my first couple of videos. I like it. I do. It's a little bit bright. I won't lie. The road in my small town, in my hometown, it's a little bit darker. And I know that Colin Crossing has a darker road code, but that one is it's a little bit too dark. So I am going to keep the light one for now. But if I do feel like it's too bright in the future, because it's giving bright, it's giving fluorescent, it's giving something. Is it giving in the context of this island? Is it giving me the vibe that I want? I don't know. So I might change it. But here I am. I'm just kind of finishing up the last little bit of the exterior build, because this is also an interior build. Surprise. I managed to finish the 30 vacation homes. And even more so, I managed to finish the 33 vacation homes, which gave me the room sketch app, which I initially designed Bob's house in. Let me tell you something about the room sketch app. It is the best. It's actually the best, because I don't have to haul my ass down to Happy Home Paradise every time I want to build a house. And most of the time I don't, because I sped run through Happy Home Paradise. I did it in probably it was over the course of a couple of weeks, but within terms of my actual gameplay time of it, I think it took maybe 4 hours. I sped run that shit. And I'm so happy I did, because I love the room sketch app. And I also love designing interiors. I've designed probably 2 or 3 of my villager interiors as of the time that I'm recording this. And they look great, let me tell you that. Most of the houses on this island are going to be businesses. I don't know. Oh, okay, we're doing the interior now. We just cut. I don't know if Bob's house would be under the umbrella of a business, but I mean, it's kind of a business. He's selling stuff. I made Bob's house more of a home, though. I gave him a bed, whereas the other 2 villager houses that I've designed already, they don't have beds. The most that I gave them is a chair. And so they should be grateful for that, but they're not really homey. But Bob's house is a home. It's a home. I will say, this was one of the first houses that I've actually designed. I did Bob's first, and then I've done 2 other ones. I'm not going to spoil who it is, though, because I'm going to talk about it in those builds, but Bob's house is the actual first home that I've done. He has a bed. And I was kind of I was on the fence about whether I wanted to make his house really, really run down, more to fit the theme of my island. I'm not saying that I grew up in a dump, but it's a small town. It's a small town on the outskirts of northern Canada. It's small, it's tiny, it's dingy. That's just how it is. But I was thinking I could make the island a really dingy theme, but I didn't want that, because I was thinking about it, and some of my best memories from my hometown is when I was really young. And so I'm kind of thinking, I remember this town being just very bright, very colorful, just full of life. And then I don't live there anymore, but when we went back to it, I was looking at it and I'm oh my gosh, this kind of is dingy. So let's just say that the theme of this island is my small hometown through the eyes of a child. Because I remember it being bright and full of life and fun. So maybe that's me just trying to rationalize the bright colors that I used for Bob's house, because I also wanted it to look like the villager lived there. If I'm going to design a home and not a business for my villagers, I would rather it tailor to you know, their personality. And Bob's a lazy guy. Bob has a lazy yard sale. So I was also thinking, I'm like, okay, I could make this like a super, super cluttered, like just jam-packed with shit kind of house, because he has a yard sale outside. So I'm like, why not just kind of like segue that into the house as well? But then I was thinking, I'm like, if he has a yard sale, like his house should be like pretty much cleaned out. You know, give or take a couple cluttered items, but I like that I kind of went with just like a normal house with this, and I didn't just clutter his shit up, because like he doesn't deserve that. Like he just got here. So I scratched that idea. His house still is like a little bit cluttered, because like, you know, I don't think Bob is like that clean of a guy, but you know, it remains to be seen. Maybe he's clean. Maybe he hates his house. I don't know. I'll ask him. You can ask him. But I like what I did with this house, definitely. I will say the interior designs are something that I didn't know I would have as much fun as I did. Does that make sense? That's kind of like a weird way to word it. I had fun designing the interior of these houses. I was definitely having trouble with the controls, because I don't have like the muscle memory for interior builds. You know what I mean? Like using X to like customize furniture, and also like the left and right triggers to like, you know, copy and paste furniture, and like using the plus button to get to the walls and the ceiling. So I am so happy that I did this in my Room Sketch app before I came and filmed it in Bob's actual house, because it took so long. It took so long. And I was scrolling through Pinterest too, just like trying to get a sense of what I can actually do with these interiors. Like what is available to me, and how to definitely, okay, one thing, the ceiling items add so much more depth to a build than I thought they would. One of the biggest things that I saw people doing on Pinterest and Tumblr is using that like ironwood shelf between the like wooden posts to kind of make like to kind of frame something. And so I did that for the kitchen. I used one of those ironwood shelves, and it looks great. But like I would not have known that I could do that if I didn't go look for inspiration. So thank you to Pinterest. Thank you to all of my Tumblr mutuals, because they're so talented. Like I wouldn't have been able to pull this off. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing with those like stuffed animals. They were too bright. I really wish that those stuffed animals had a different colorway that wasn't so like neon. But I mean, like, beggars can't be choosers. But also, let me just say, I was so surprised that Happy Home Paradise, when you design a client's home in Happy Home Paradise, I thought that if I wanted to design my villager houses using the furniture that I used in the client homes, I thought that I was going to have to haul my ass over to a treasure island and collect all of the furniture. Like I thought I was going to have to make a list of all the stuff that I used, go to a treasure island, get all of the items, and then come back and then design their house. And then I would have to customize it. Like I thought it was going to take 40 days and 40 nights. I was not excited. But then I came into design Bob's house, and oh my God, Nintendo just gives you the items. Like I thought that they had to be in your like player characters catalog. Like I didn't think that you could just go in and use them, which is like genuinely so kind of them. But also I was so surprised, because like, why would they do that? Like every other aspect of this game, every other gameplay, every other part of the gameplay is like just a pain in the ass. I'm like, why would this be any different? So that was a very nice surprise, I will say. And here I am kind of at the end of this. I was playing around with the lighting for quite some time. I will say that, because I'll be honest, I was still just like seeing what was available to me. Because I didn't really do this when I sped-run through Happy Home Paradise. Like I was not setting mood lighting for these clients. I was hitting the montage, and then I was out of there. And then Lottie would pay me. Like I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything for them. I unpacked for them actually. Also, this Shining, this is a game changer. It adds so much life to your builds. And like, obviously, I'm not the first person to discover this. Like, I'm acting like Christopher Columbus with these interior builds. Like, yeah, I'm a couple of years late to the game, but it's fun. You guys should all try designing your villagers' houses. It's, you know, it's a hoot. And this looks great. Looking back at it now, I really did wonders with this. This is not bad for a first build. I will tell you that much. Oh my god, in this. Okay. You can see me pause. I thought that you could put custom designs on the floor of your villagers' houses. So that surprised me. I think that's something that you can only do in your own player character's house. It would have been cute if I could do that little water puddle underneath his like fruit juice or like under the fridge. Cause like, yeah, Bob looks like the kind of guy who would have a leaky fridge. But I couldn't. It's ridiculous. And we're done. And that's Bob's house. And look he loves it. Oh my god. The exterior for Bob's house, I tried to keep it the same. I tried to, you know, keep Bob's energy alive with the exterior. I didn't really love the yellow part of the house, but I did like the roof color. And I kind of wanted to keep it like similar to his vibe. I think I ended up keeping it this like white stucco, which I still really like. I am on the fence about the door though. I was like, maybe I should make it like a purple door, but you can see I was going to more towards the reds and the pinks. I do like that burgundy one, which I don't actually remember what I changed it to. I think I did the red, but it looks good. I remember I was happy with it because like the build is done. So I guess it's done. I guess this is it. I'm not doing anything with that door plate, by the way. It looked so ugly. Eventually I picked the white stucco. I picked the burgundy basic door, and we're on our way, and Bob's house is done. And that is the first interior that I'm done. And now I have something to say. Let's go see if this man is home. I've literally tried skipping probably 5 times because I want to show you guys the inside. But he's never home. He's never in the house. What am I to do? Oh my god, it looks so good. Who designed this for you? I think I slayed. I think I slayed this. Sorry, it's gorgeous. I cannot get enough. Let me try and get a good angle. I'm having so much fun doing the interiors, guys. Like, you don't even know. And Bob loves it. Like, look at him. He's so happy. Well, you know what? Me and Bob can do this outro. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I love this build. It's probably my favorite build on the island so far. Yeah, like I slayed. What else is there to say? So if you enjoyed, please subscribe, please like, and I'll see you in the next video. Me and Bob will see you in the next video.